Trimmit is a systemic plant growth regulator, so when it's applied, we apply it to the roots and it will move upwards through the plant and accumulate at the growing tips. Our first consideration is to ensure that this hedge is not under any stress. So stress can be imparted by drought or too much water or nutrition. So the hedge today is growing very healthily and we can apply Trimmit safely to this. Second consideration is height. We don't want to be applying Trimmit to hedges that are smaller, around 30 centimetres or below, or 2 metres and above. So we've measured the height of this hedge and we're sitting at about 1 metre, so it's safe to apply. So our hedge that we're going to be applying Trimmit to today is at our desired shape and size. And it's important to ensure that the apical growing points are intact because these act as sinks to help absorb the product through the plant and to those growing tips. So we're going to be applying our first application of Trimmit in that late winter, early spring time frame, right before growth kicks off. And when Trimmit is applied correctly, as per label guidelines, you can expect up to 1 year of regulation of that hedge. Applying Trimmit is easy. The first thing we need to do is count how many plants that are making up this hedge. So we've done that, and we've got a total of 16 Murrayas forming this hedge. When applying Trimmit for the first time, it's always important to start at the low rate. So for the Murraya, the rate guide on the label is between 0.5 of a millilitre up to 1.5 millilitres per litre of water. And we're going to be then applying 1 litre of the prepared solution to each plant. So for the 16 plants that make up this hedge, we're going to be using a total of 8 millilitres of Trimmit in 16 litres of water. So we're going to be applying Trimmit today using this watering can. It's 9 litres in total. So to measure out our required Trimmit to mix into our 9 litres, we're going to be using just a small syringe like this and then drawing 4.5 millilitres of Trimmit to add into this container. So I've now completed my application of Trimmit to this hedge, and I've used a total of 16 litres of prepared solution because there are 16 individual plants making up this hedge. Now a couple of points to consider post-application of Trimmit. First, we need to ensure we have a light rate of irrigation going onto that product to help move it into the soil. Secondly, I've made sure that when I have applied the Trimmit, I have not applied it over the top of mulch. So if you do have mulch underneath your hedges, you need to remove that mulch first to ensure we get good contact between the product and the soil surface. Third, this sort of soil here is quite heavy, so it may be advantageous for you to mix a small amount of wetting agent into the product to help facilitate even movement into the soil. And finally, when I have applied Trimmit now to this hedge, I've ensured I've come right out to the edge of the drip zone.